Hello, that's the wrong screen. Hello, everybody.
We're like, hello, everybody.
You
We're all
were
just
ready
like,
for combat.
You have seen our true forms. Hello. Welcome to Tales Does Tales, where we here at Tales of Initiative bring you tales of horror and intrigue and everything that goes bump in the night. I am your GM, Matt, the Gremlin Tries. Thank you. Boy, I was just about to get to talking about that. Thank you for the channel points. I'm so excited. I am your GM, Matt, and I am so pleased to be telling this tale with our delightfully daring and frighteningly fantastic cast of players. Bun, Danny, Mark, and Haley. Kapow! Hello, everybody. How are we doing this fine Monday/Tuesday, depending on global positioning?
Not bad.
I got done with a walk, so...
Just finished my cuppa.
Good start to the week.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
I got done wrestling with the lights, so...
You did. We've
hopefully
wrestled...
Hopefully my holy aura is now a little more contained.
You're very good at cosplaying. This is the only time I've seen like lighting used as a cosplay element. You're nailing the paladin vibes. It's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. I try my best. I have other props. Oh, if when we go on break, I should get my favorite prop that I have not gotten to pop out yet.
Oh no, I'm terrified. Also, my dice is trying to run away. It doesn't want to play today.
Good.
No, I need it. I need this weapon of destruction. A quick shout out to our sponsors. We're all there in the chat. Our delightful sponers. They are sponering as they do every day. You can go get some games at GameStop or trade in some games at GameStop. There's all kinds of discount codes through our affiliate link. You can get some maps from TA Maps. You can get some wins from Ember Wins. I think they also have Embers. No, but seriously, they actually have a very fun GM-less TTRPG. I love the way that it's designed. If you are a little rules goblin, it's very, very cool reading like monsters that can pilot themselves, that have like little AI tool tips in them.
Yes.
Haley has played through a bunch of them.
I've played everything that they've got available.
I have consumed all of the content.
I've consumed all of it. It was amazing. It was great.
Eh.
I miss my characters actually, so they're going to get out some more stuff.
Bun, you were going to say something?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to give a quick thank you to It's Was for gifting me a sub. I only just now
Yay.
realized that they did it, so yeah, I still wanted to just try and say thank you.
This is the best.
Fuzzy Wuzzy getting in here, just dropping all the subs. Another thing to pay attention to, a quick content warning before we dive into our game tonight. It is a campaign featuring cosmic and gothic horror, so just be prepared for all that kind of stuff. Tentacles, blood, monsters, villains, oh my, all that good stuff. It's fun time. In case our background was not a tip-off as to what you might be experiencing. I told Billy as many tentacles as possible, and we've stuck with it. There's nothing wrong with this background. I love it deeply. Second, as Gremlin Tries has already noticed, there is a challenge available to all of you for your delicious, delicious channel points. Feed me them. Fuel my chaos. As there is the Blood Tithe Rises available as a challenge. Once that hits, you'll find out. You'll find out what happens. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, whatever it is. I'm excited. Anything else we want to discuss before die? I love it when it hits the big progress bar, because in Streamlabs it pops up. It's like 75% complete soon.
Oh, it's at 85%.
Oh, it's a happening. It's just good. Every time I mention it, y'all just like, I'll just finish it. I'll just do it. Soon. Excellent. Thank you.
I have so many channel points to get.
Yes, same. So many.
Anything else we want to talk about before we sink our teeth into tonight's game?
September.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's the month of September when subs are 20% off, right?
30% off.
30% off. Oh, those subs
until October 1st.
Those subs are just losing percentages left and right.
Sponsor your favorite.
Sponsor your favorite
today,
sub
like
today.
us. Your dom will thank you.
You know where those percentages would look better? It's on the floor. I'm so dumb. I hate myself.
That was really dumb.
That was so dumb.
That's great though.
Before I say anything stupider, let's dive in without further
Somebody clip
ridiculousness.
Somebody clip that, pretty please.
Without further
Sure he never
ridiculousness.
forgets.
When last we told our tale, having successfully avoided any sort of snafu with the messenger at the Krivpouri residence, the group has moved into the city, trying to find more information about the Tolstvoys and their possible guests to this upcoming party, where they are trying to seek information about something called the Blood Tithe, that the Countess, a member of the Gentle Laugh, has asked them to ferret out. Lila and Caspian scouted out the Tolstvoy estate, making note of the guard patrols and also finding wind of additional guards that might be brought in for the purposes of keeping the party secure with more people around than normal. You found the 3 entrances and exits, including, the Doro door, the door used primarily by servants or other sort of not like family names or not major guests coming to the house. So you've got some plans taking shape. Powder carouses in the nearby taverns, hoping to catch word from some off-duty guards, but isn't able to determine much aside from there being an abundance of birds in the area. Mirabelle hears a few mutterings about invitees, including some high-ranking members of the Kaldruk Collective, which is the alchemist guild of the Slenderan Empire, which is also known as the Coven, which could explain why the Krivpouri have been invited when they're just sort of small-timers by your measure. Meanwhile, Lila and Caspian completed their route and started some Belel evangelism, and ended up convincing Celeste, one of the Come of the Troyas, that is on duty in the tower there. She has requested you to capture a very special event, which there has been conjectures. It could be a murder. It could be a proposal. We just don't know. Next week on The Bachelor.
Wait, when
Check
it comes Bachelorette?
It would be The Bachelorette, I suppose. Who knows? Going back to check in with the Countess, you go back to that little closed down candy store. You check in, swap some details, and she provides Mirabelle with a makeup kit that has some questionable contents that seem to have Mirabelle walking on the darker side of life at the moment. You have also discovered that you've been followed when you leave. And just as you were about to interact with this mysterious figure, they went invisible. You have tracked them through the city and have wound up right back where you started this little adventure all those hours ago, in front of the Krivpouri house. It sits beneath the streetlights, well past midnight at this point. What do you do?
Did we see the person go inside the house or through any sort of...
You did not see a person go in. The front door is closed. There is an open window on the side that you're seeing some the flicker of light coming through, but you don't see any other activity really happening at the moment.
Where did we follow the footprints to? Are we able to?
Yeah, you can still see some muddy kind of boot prints going up to the house. You have high confidence that the person came from this place.
Cool.
And you can see them go into the front door. I think earlier Caspian and Mirabelle were the ones that hung back while y'all were interacting with the messenger. Just looking over the house, y'all didn't see any other means of ingress or egress. There was windows on the side of the house, but no doors.
Okay.
So, do we want to knock at the door, or how do we want to proceed?
I mean, what are we gonna do? Hi, we saw you following us.
I think that's the plan, right?
Sure. Yep.
I think that's a good starting point.
should we be intimidating to get the answers, or should we just be casual? Because we could all, like, let's see, Powder, Caspi, and I can just all ready our weapons, and you can go in.
I think I want you to come with me. I don't want to go in there alone.
No. We
Yeah.
would be just behind you with our
Oh.
weapons shown to be intimidating, so they would answer us.
Oh.
Or they're just gonna slam the door in our face once
Yes,
they
I
see a
think we
bunch of
just-
armed people.
I think we knock,
Mm.
get them to open the door and let ourselves in. I'm very good at that. I can make a conversation last forever.
I don't doubt it at all.
So, would
Actually,
you like me to do that?
when we get up there, can I just see if the door is unlocked or if
Sure.
they locked it after them?
Are you getting up to the door like sneakily? Like you want to be avoided being seen as you get up there?
Are we trying to be sneaky right now?
I wasn't
No.
trying to be sneaky, but if you would want to be sneaky to check the door. I mean, if we're checking the door, we're standing right there, so it's all fine. Bit of jiggle.
I will say, like,
Come on, Powder, do it.
reason for asking about stealth is that like there's windows looking out onto the street, but like if you avoided those, there's no window in the door. So you'd be able to like be at the door and like jiggle the handle and potentially do it sneakily without anyone noticing. Just offering it as if you want to be stealthy, you can attempt to be stealthy. Up to you.
I'll try to be sneaky
Okay.
at first.
Give me that stealth check.
14.
14. Okay. Feeling pretty good about that. You duck beneath the windows, make a quick approach, but not like loud. Give me an investigation check.
That's the wrong dice. Okay. 17.
17. The door is locked, but not trapped.
Okay. Then I'll just stand up and kind of shrug. Like, it's locked.
And I'll say with that, you know that this door is locked like it's a real crap lock. Like this is not well made.
Like I could probably just like bust it in really quick.
You could probably like this is a pretty shoddy door. You could probably bust in if no one's got like good thieves tools skills. But with thieves tools, it would be pretty trivial to take a crack at this.
What about if I just peek through the window?
You could try. You trying to do it sneakily, like not get noticed while you're peeking?
Right.
I'm just asking.
Right.
Make a stealth
mean,
check.
If the next thing we're gonna do is knock, then it doesn't really matter if I try and do this, right? Or do you think? What do you think? I turn around to everyone before I look, and I'm like, should I look?
Mark,
Just
you're
a thumbs
muted.
up.
Okay, so I got a 15 plus 2, so 15, 17.
17 on stealth?
Yes.
Yeah, you make a perception check. And do you want to do the window? There are two windows. Do you want to do the window on the west side of the house or the east side of the house?
The one that I can mostly see the light flickering out of, so then maybe I can get a bit of view
Sure.
of the room itself.
That is the west side of the house.
Perception 14.
14. I'm going to bring you all to the map.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, map.
Map! I didn't have a map!
So if you pull up Hero Forge, yeah, dude, surprise, not Hero Forge, Foundry. There's too many like F words in like all the tools of RPG times. I'm gonna move you over to where you're kind of looking in on that window. So you can see. Oh man, I forgot that you don't have dark vision, so you can't actually see a lot of this room. But you can see that there is.
I have dark vision.
You do have dark vision? Well,
Yeah.
Let me fix your token. Make sure you're getting all the vision you deserve. In darkness, 60 feet.
Yeah.
Cool. Not bad. Right? You're half elf, right?
I'm half elf, yes.
Yes. You're half elf, halfling. You're a
Yes.
quarterling elf.
Quarterling elf.
Excellent. Okay, that's my bad. So you can see within the firelight there is this like small. No, it's not that small. You see there's a stove, sort of mixed stove. God, the word is absolutely escaping. Fireplace. Did I say that already? I'm losing my brain. Stove/fireplace, like meant to be sort of dual purpose, heating the room plus kitchen kind of equipment. The room is otherwise very sparse, like kind of oddly sparse. You can see that there's another door. There's the front door, and then there's another door immediately in from that one that leads off, you would guess, to a bedroom or something else. You're not really seeing anything of note, otherwise of note. What was that perception check?
A 14.
14, yeah. You're not seeing anything else in particular of note.
I move myself back kind of out of the way of the window so I'm not casting any shadows or anything like that.
Sure.
Nothing in the kitchen. But, extra doors. I feel like this is the time to knock, right, and get someone to us? Or should we sneak in?
It would be really easy to sneak in, but this lock sucks.
At this point, I feel like that we could just easily knock. I'm pretty sure the person knows that we followed them, so we might as well just, I guess, cut to the chase. Just be like, hey,
They might not know.
would you care to explain yourself?
But yes, I would like some explaining. But I don't know if... Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to, make a scene?
Or kill us?
Or, I mean...
They can try.
Let's say just because the wind can hurt you, Cass, doesn't mean that we're all that weak.
Yeah, but if someone can actively turn invisible, that's a little bit stronger than the wind, I think.
I mean...
Even if they've just got like a token or a talisman or something, that's... Plus this is their home, so they've got, home field advantage type things. We haven't had a chance to stake the place out. We're going in blind, they aren't.
I don't know what the kitchen looks like.
So we can make them a meal before they stab us.
Oh, well, let me walk. And I stomp over to the other window.
Well, another thing too is if we summon them here, we knock on the door, we have the guards close by. So if any shenanigans happen...
You mean like coming interrupted after sundown to somebody's home? I think the guards would find fault with us.
Not
I'm sure
even
they've
explain the
chased most people off.
situation.
It does depend, but we're also then considered the home invaders, as we're
That's
coming
if we-
unannounced to their door.
That's only if we break in their house. There's nothing wrong with knocking on it.
I'm also a guard, though, and I can tell
Yes.
them that somebody was following me and us, and I have reason to believe that they came here.
Alright, should we just knock then? Let ourselves in.
Lila, if you wanted to look at that other window, you can. If you want to move yourself on the map, you can as well.
Yeah, cool. Wait, we're down?
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll be
yes,
around
I
the other side
see.
of the house. Yep.
Oh, I see. I understand.
Yeah. It's over there.
Alright, cool. I stomp over to this window.
Excellent. Looking in, very easy to see that it is just a very simple bedroom.
You see Lila walk back around the corner and she just looks disappointed. And then she just crosses her arms. She's just standing there waiting for someone to make a choice. Nothing
It's okay, Lila.
Mirabelle
Thanks
just
for
knocks
looking.
on the door.
Nice. Scale of 1 to 10. How loud are you? Is this like a knock? Like I technically knocked, or is this like a I really want to get someone's attention in this place?
I would say this is a polite and courteous knock, such like
Loud enough you can hear it through the house, but not so loud that it sounds like someone's bashing your door down.
Sure.
yes,
Okay.
manners above all else.
Manners.
Caspian
maketh.
sneaking to the kitchen window. We're not being seen. If I gotta break into this shit, I'd rather be behind them
Sure.
in front of them.
Give me a stealth check, and you can move yourself on the map.
It was this ways?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's like 1. There we go. Let's see.
And give me that stealth check. How stealthy you being?
How
Manners maketh
stealthy.
miracle.
Not great. That's an 11 total.
Okay. It's not the worst. It's not the least
Caspian's like,
sneaky
I
you've
hate
ever
all
been."
of this.
It is.
Caspia just goes up to the window, puts his elbows on the sill, and sits there like, no one will see me.
It's not the most stealthy you've ever been. It's a bit of a disadvantage that you're kind of too much out in the open. Like anyone walks past, it's gonna be easy
They're
enough to
gonna
see
see
where
me
you are.
looking in the window.
Yeah, it's a bit of an exposed position. Alrighty, you knock. Interesting. No response.
All right, either are you guys' suggestion are we breaking in, or should I just knock a little louder?
Just
One more
louder.
knock before we
Is
climb
this
through the window,
a
right?
window that like opens outwards shutter wise? Is it a up window?
There is a lock on the window, but you could absolutely try and make it not that way.
100% we're picking the lock.
Okay,
That's
give me a
Come
thieves
here.
tools check.
Let's see.
Did you take expertise in thieves tools?
I don't think I took expertise in thieves tools.
Okay.
I think I just have it as
Just the
regular.
proficiency, yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be whatever your dex is plus 2.
So +4. That's not much better with a 9.
9. You're having a lot of trouble like trying to thread one of the tools. You can see the nice thing about picking window locks is you can usually see the lock. You're just having you're not getting enough of like a gap in there to actually thread the tool around to manipulate that lock. Yeah.
Hear the grunts of frustration and scraping as well.
The groans of an angry rogue.
To distract from the obvious noises, I will knock slightly louder. Now hitting a 7, it's like, oh, please don't hear them going for the window.
You knock again, a little bit louder this time. Now that song is stuck in my head. Another couple of moments pass by. Once more, no one coming to the door.
Can you hit the door? I reckon if you just give it a good, like, shoulder check,
Yeah, I'm.
I can fix it after. Maybe
If we're looking
if
for somebody
Matt
to
lets
shoulder check
mending
the
work
door.
on a small part of the door.
I will not declare beforehand.
If we're looking for somebody to shoulder check, I could do it quite easily.
Because I'm not strong.
Oh. I've you know what I've done? I've gone gosh darn mixed up characters. I'm just like
You were thinking Reaper.
I was thinking Reaper.
This ain't Reaper,
Oh.
this is Powder.
My bad.
Just kind of cracking knuckles, like, okay, I guess I'm just going to politely check and see that there might be a dangerous person in this house, and I am just doing my duties as a good citizen.
No one's responding.
And
They
I
could be in danger.
Exactly. And I'm going to, just go right in and just kind of use like the hard part of my shoulder to get right in there.
Sure.
Try to aim for like the weak part of the door.
Try
Excellent.
and go for the lock part.
Yeah. Give me that strength check.
All right, I'm going to use my new dice.
New dice. Ooh.
Let's
We
see,
love new
that
dice.
That's a 15.
15. Easy enough, and it's not even that loud. You apply enough force in the right spot to where it is, because it is kind of a shoddy lock. It's just like a, and it's just in. It's not even like one of like a deadbolt lock. It's a really crappy like handle lock. So you are able to get in there. Let me unlock that door and open it for you. You can see inside.
Excellent. All
Should I
right.
Take a minute to
Gentle
fix
ladies
the door.
first.
Like, how bad does the lock look? If we close the door now, does it look like from the outside someone's broken it, or is it just?
You do a
the
quick
door-
like close, and the one weakness is that like the door kind of like swings, like it doesn't. There's nothing latching it closed, but it doesn't look completely wrecked from the outside. It would just look open if it swung open.
Take the minute to fix. Maybe DM. Is it less than a foot of damage?
Yes, you would be able to mending it.
All right, cool. I do mending on it, and I take the minute to do so.
Okay.
If
Mending's
they
a
want to go
minute,
ahead,
not 10 minutes, right?
it's 1 minute. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
cool. I remembered it was more than just an action, but I couldn't remember
yes,
how
that's
much.
right. It's more than an action, but it's only 1 minute. So I spend that minute there. If they would like to move on, I can catch up if you would like.
Yeah. So in that minute, what is everyone else doing? I'll scoot the map around so you
Well,
can see.
I guess Mirabelle's gonna try and investigate inside to kind of see if there are any more like footprints or
Sure.
kind of signs of any people being here.
I would say that's more of a survival check. So you could do survival or perception for that. Investigation would be more like figuring out what happened after the fact.
Okay.
Can I help with looking for the footprints?
Sure. Yeah. So you can either make the survival check,
Do you-
or you can give advantage to Mirabelle.
I will.
I think I would give it to you because wisdom's my dump stat. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Love
survival check with
you.
advantage. Also, don't be
14.
shy. Move your tokens in there. You're in the room. You can go in there. Trigger my traps.
14.
14. Easy enough to continue tracking. You can see that like the muddy boot prints just like continue in here, and like there's less mud because they've been like shutting it off all over the street, but there's also less mud on the floor in general, so it's easier to pick out what mud is there. And you find that the trail kind of just leads straight towards this bookshelf in the corner.
Okay. Can I look to see if I can find like anything out of place, or like anything that I can poke at or pull?
Sure. I'd say investigation check or perception check, whichever one you'd prefer.
Do perception. 19.
19. Easy enough. You are able to figure out that there is a secret door there. You can see like one of the muddy boot prints is like cut in half going underneath the bookshelf. What was that an investigation check?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. Yes. So you see that like looking around, you can tell that there's a false edge. Kind of testing a couple of objects and like looking for a handle. You find that there is this like little like paperweight almost kind of thing that is like a scorpion sealed in one of those little like globes. It doesn't move, but you can see that it rotates, so it twists either left or right.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna twist it.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Ooh. Okay. 72.
72. You turn it the correct way. And don't trigger the trap.
Oh, shit.
The bookcase just sort of levers out, and you can see that there is a secret room behind with a stairway. I'm just realizing now the stairway is nigh impossible to see compared to like the wooden floor that's in there, but there is a stairway leading down into a basement area.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, okay.
Powder, you heading down into the basement?
I'm gonna wait for everybody to catch up, but yeah.
I'll
Yep.
follow behind.
So yeah, put yourselves into a marching order, and then I will move you to the next area.
I let Caspian in after relocking the door. I'm like, oh wait, sorry. Open it up, let you in.
It's just like at the window for a moment, and then it's like, all right.
Y'all doing rogue stuff in there?
And then I lock the door behind us.
Yes. So it is Powder,
You see my robe, like,
Mirabelle,
wipe my fingerprints.
Powder, Mirabelle, Caspian, and then Lila for the
Yes.
marching order. I assume, yeah, you're closing that door behind you. It's not going to be terribly obvious. Alrighty. Give me a second to move y'all over to the next map.
Bam, bam.
Shwoo. Oh, I didn't quite get you far enough. Hold on.
Well, I'm outside.
Powder is very confused. There we go.
I'm in the void.
I'm in the void. There we go. Let me make sure that stream can see where y'all are going. Yeah, there you go. So Lila, you're currently like hanging in midair because that staircase isn't long enough on the map.
Yeah.
But you see the staircase go down and then turn left, and it goes down into what looks like a storage room. There is a torch lit down here, casting some flickering light. So that immediately sort of sends up alarm bells of like, okay, someone was here to light this torch pretty recently. Yeah, there's like sacks of flour and like old provisions here and just kind of odds and ends. It looks fairly standard for what would be in a like a basement, just a normal house. But it's weird that like it's a basement behind a secret door. So immediately you're just like, what's going on there?
Has the mud come off all the way, or is it they're still leaving faint prints?
At this point, you've noticed that the mud has like very much like you can actually see like a little bit of like a little pile at the bottom of the stairway. Like they took the time to like kick off and clean their boots before they continued on.
Okay.
The rest of the house didn't look very lived in, did it? Like
No.
sparse and yeah.
Very sparsely appointed. No like paintings, no rugs, no like even the bed was like there technically needs to be a bed here kind of vibes.
Yeah. Oh, it's lovely here.
Like
Very well
college student.
decorated.
Okay. I'm gonna go a little slower off of the staircase and just make sure nothing's trapped or
Okay.
anything.
Give me a perception check.
Uh, 16.
16. This one you notice way more easily. There is yet another secret door on the far side of the room over here. You see where like the stone, this like stonework pattern that's building out these walls kind of shifts, and there's like an irregular mortar line. It's not very well hidden. You're basically getting the sense that like it's meant to kind of confound people that are bad at investigation of like, oh, I found the secret door. Oh, it's just a supply closet. I don't know why they, this is weird. And then they leave.
Yeah. People probably just look in and then turn around and walk out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's doing a good job of getting rid of the bad like guard investigators. This is, you're better than that, and so you've clearly noticed like, oh, okay, there's another one here. And you notice that there is like a worn bit of stone that would be like a press key to open that up.
I will go ahead and press that too.
As y'all have been moving in here, are y'all moving stealthily or are you just moving?
I feel like we're not being loud, but we're not sneaking either. Like, I don't know where, if there's a middle.
Yep.
We're being
You're moving
casual.
normally.
I guess
Yes. Yeah, we're not
Moving
rushing and like clattering and
cautiously.
stuff.
Yeah. Like slow enough to take everything in, but not like
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at everything. Like, yeah.
So what I'll do, I
Yeah.
will roll,
cautiously moving.
I will just say DC 13 is what your stealth is, right? And I'll just roll a perception on their end to see if they hear anything. Okay. You click the button. And this one, the stone slides into the wall.
Oh.
I'll let the reaction.
Huh?
You see, I'll give you a little description. You see laid out on a stone table that has several like basins sort of attached to the underside of it with these long little bits of piping moving over to a body that it looks like on the picture it's like a skeleton. This body looks almost like a mummy. Like it looks emaciated and withered and drawn, but there's no wrappings. It's just in like regular kind of clothes that have been like loosely ripped off of the body to make way for the skin to show. And there's just all these little like little tubes stuck into the body all throughout. You see moving around the room that is lit with this sort of like eerie blue flame from two sconces at the back of the room. You see two creatures that are like manipulating all these little flasks and vials and tools and like looking over the body. Their hands are bony and you can see bone jutting out from behind like alchemical equipment that is covering them. You hear a voice down just out of sight that's like, that was muttering previously to these two figures. Just gotta look at that place. Get them out of here! And we're gonna need to roll initiative.
Hi.
First initiative of the new campaign! Ah! Oh, right. These guys' initiatives, where are they gonna be?
Oh, it makes sense. Lila's at the back and can't see, so she's just like, what happened? What's everyone?
What's going on?
Everyone making that noise for?
What's going on in there?
Yeah, she got a 3.
Well, all right. I have scored a 18.
9.
21.
Hold on. I'm gobsmacked that I'm rolling well over here. I have to recover.
You shouldn't be.
Use it up now.
Me.
Blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Who got more than a 20? 20 or more? What'd you get, Powder?
Powder.
21.
21. Love it. Alrighty. 15 to 20. Oh. Uh-oh. 10 to 15. Someone's got to be 10
Oh, that
to
would
15.
be well.
Okay. What'd you
I got
get?
a 16.
Okay, you were on the last one.
Okay.
Okay. It's not the worst. 5 to 10. 9 for Caspian. And then Lila. 3.
A natural 1.
Oh.
She can't see anything. She doesn't know what's going on yet.
Yep.
They were
Valid.
busy playing like British Rainbow. Just
The back of the group. Boulder parchment shears.
Yeah.
Excellent.
This
Oh,
room is too small.
It's too small. Y'all, I'm so excited. First combat of the mini campaign. First combat of season 2. Let's roll
Does
some
this?
dice.
Does any one of these? Lila can't see. Never mind.
Powder, you have won initiative. You are up first. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm gonna come in and back into this corner. If I can get there, we go.
Excellent.
And the ones that I see coming that. Okay, wait. This guy was yelling, yes?
No.
No,
The guy
somewhere
that
I
was
couldn't
yelling
see.
was off camera for you, out of sight, not off
Okay.
camera. I'm such a dweeb.
It's
It was
okay,
this guy.
guys.
You see, if you actually, all of you kind of saw that like weird figure that was following you for just a second before it turned invisible. You see behind this little like lectern with a bunch of notes that it looks like this guy was like very quickly like shuffling through and like putting into a bag. Right next to this like little urn, you see this like hunched over, kind of ashy skinned with a big white beard beneath a cowl. Give me a history check.
Okay. Nine.
9? Okay. I'd say this is common enough knowledge that you'd be at least be able to hazard a guess. This is most likely a duergar. So underdark dwarf that is over there, looking vaguely in terms of like aesthetical archetypes, looking vaguely necromancy.
Okay. All right. I am going to pull out my gun and take a shot at the one that is the furthest away from me. So this guy.
Okay. So the skeletal alchemist that's right, Shmya, at the bottom left of the one area. Give me that shot. You Rudy Tooty point and shooty.
Okay, yeah. That got caught. Sorry. Okay. 16.
16. Yes, that does hit.
Okay. That's 1d12 plus 3. Where's my d12 there? That's only 6, but I will use one of my trick shots to make a winging shot.
Ooh.
On a hit, the creature takes damage and must make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay, cool. Strength save. Not their best stat. 12.
Misses.
Okay, so they are knocked. Take some damage. There's 6 damage.
Yeah.
And they are knocked prone. Put them conditions on. So you see the shot rings out. Are we doing the we're doing the active one on the
Yes.
the ear stuff? Okay, so that won't happen until after the fight. But
Okay.
you fire the gun, the bullet hits and like ricochets around in like a rib cage, and you can see it like fire out the bottom, magic bullet style, and like blasts through a kneecap and kind of like the skeleton falls to the ground, stumbling. Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
Do I have a bonus action?
Unless you got gunslinger stuff, it would just be second wind, I think.
Yeah. So no, that's it for me.
Okay. It is the duergar's turn. What does the duergar want to do? Let's see. What is the range we got here? He is going to move to Shmya, because I think that puts you perfectly within first range increment. And you can see him pop a vial off of this little bandolier, and he chucks it towards the back of the room right at you. This is going to be a ranged weapon attack. Ooh, actually, what's his... Yeah, he would be smart enough to do the other one. So, Shmya. That is going to be a 16 to hit you.
Yep, that hits.
Alrighty. Excellent.
I would like to use my reaction for Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh, nice. That's just any attack, right? Not just melee?
The creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames.
Nice. Poisons, spells, and illusions. So he does have advantage on this. That is a dex save.
Okay. Yes.
That is an 18 on the dex save.
Oh yeah, that saves.
Okay. I think he still takes
half as much damage. Yeah. Successful. 2d10. 11.
11. Excellent. That was the half?
So half of that.
Okay, so 5.
No. Half of 11. Yep.
So he takes 5 damage, and you take 7 acid damage as this vial smashes against you and sizzles into your skin. And that was about 10 feet of movement, and then he's gonna 5, 10 back to there. Staying far away from the consequences of his actions. That is, his turn is going to be the 2 skeletons are up now. And, let's see here. You are the only one in the room. I think initiative order has just doomed you to be the target, and we just have to accept that fact. So they are both going to they are both going to multi-attack.
I gave you the potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Both going to multi-attack, and they both have. Let's see here. They are going to. This one is at least going to move back to there. This one's going to stand up. No. And both are going to, you see them, similar to the other guy, pop 2 little vials off each and chuck them. And so there's 4 vials coming in. Nice and hot. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Their to hit modifier is Garbo, so we'll see.
Fine.
This is fine.
All right.
That's a 7 and a 22 to hit.
Miss hit.
And then the other 2, a 10 and a 17.
Miss and hit.
Okay, so 2 hits total. Not bad. Not bad. You'll be fine. Oh, I rolled minimum damage. You take a total of 4 acid damage from both of them. So total 4 between the 2. Both of them only did 2 acid damage. Absolutely pitiful on the hits. So after the other guy hits you, you're like, oh, this is nothing. I'm fine. I'm good. We're okay here. Whew, alrighty. Mirabelle, you are up.
Oh boy. All right, Mirabelle's gonna come in. I feel like the map isn't really updating for me. I'm having such a hard time seeing things.
You do have to when there's walls, you have to kind of gingerly step your token around them. Otherwise, it's like, no, you're not allowed to move that way. So go straight east, and then
so there's
you'll be
nobody
able to move more.
right next to Powder.
Correct.
Is there?
Well, that's a little
to...
purple thing that I use to give the audience vision. Don't worry about that guy.
Oh, okay, cool. Just double checking.
Yep.
All right, Mirabelle's gonna come in, and I am. Can't tell if I just want to go for a straight attack or if I want to just use my channel divinity.
What's she gonna do?
I know, it's so hard.
And
you know what? I'm gonna first do it.
After this is gonna be Caspian.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna become a target by striking at this loser here
Very paladin-y.
with my greatsword.
Love it. Yes.
Big smack attack.
Big
All right,
smack
so that is a 16 to hit.
16 will absolutely hit.
All right, now to get the click clack. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so that's 14 damage.
14 damage. Woo! Owie. Great sword.
When I hit, does it look? Does it look like that? It's kind of
carves in, solid hit. It is still standing. Like you can see these wisps of necromantic energy holding it up. It is not down, but you have severely wounded it.
And I don't have any bonus actions as a paladin, so that is my turn.
Okay. Caspian, you are up.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Excuse. And then this one that Mirabelle just hit, we will short bow sneak attack them.
Okay. Fire that short bow.
That is 19 to hit.
19 will absolutely hit. Yeah. I
Awesome.
was going to say, Mirabelle's giving it a little bit of cover standing in front of it, but you're able to shoot right
Yeah.
over her shoulder and nail it.
Let's see. 2d6, 26. Math. 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Hot damn. It had 12 hit points left. So you are able to like right through the skull and just like detach that little necromantic rune at the back of its skull that was animating it. It is dead. Or at least, down. It was already dead.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Just re-deaded it.
Redeaded. He was undead and now it's redead. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think we're good there.
Okay. Excellent. It's my turn. Let's see here. What do we want to do? There's so many good options. Moving out from the back of the room, you see that figure that you saw before that had the high cowl, a high collar, and had answered the door previously. You actually see 4 of him just sort of like moving around in the same spot. Who do we want to pick on? He doesn't recognize Mirabelle or Caspian. So I think he's gonna go for Powder. Or actually, no, hold on. What's his intelligence? Oh, his intelligence is super high. Yeah. He recognizes Mirabelle being, okay, frontline fighter, could have some divine weaponry. Let's not have that hang around. You will be the first I'll feed on. The rest will follow shortly. Powder and Caspian, you don't see this. Mirabelle, you see his jaw distend and like a ghostly apparition of his face fly forward and try to sink into your neck. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
No. Why would you do this to me?
Because I am the
no.
worst.
You just went, good
Alright.
group. I'm going to make them all intelligence saving throws.
That's a 14.
14 just barely succeeds. So you're going to take half damage from 8d6. You take 12 psychic damage. And fortunately, this creature does not eat your thoughts. Because you made your save. That was 5, 10, 15. And is going to move 5, 10, 15 back to there. And I believe that is it for its turn. Lila, you are up.
Yay! Lila's going to walk up to the door and be like, what's all the racket? And see this guy here and just go, oh, yuck. That's odd. Sacred... Oh, yeah, we're attacking them, right? That looks like... I take a look around and it looks like everyone's attacking them.
All of your friends look fairly battle-weary. Mirabelle is shaking off a little bit of a headache.
Oh, just sacred flame at the one in front of me.
Okay. That is a dex save for me. Natural 20.
Oh no.
No.
No, sucker save. Does anyone look like they've been hit?
Mirabelle is sort of nursing a headache, and Powder, you've got some acid burns happening.
Just going to reach across and do Powder and give them a healing word.
Nice.
So that is... So 6. 6 healing.
Very nice.
Thank you.
6 health back to Powder. Hey, round 1. That's round 1, everybody. You did it. It's totally survivable. You'll be fine. Powder, you're up.
So
All right. Gonna move around Caspian. Okay, here we go.
That blood tithe is writhing. And rising. I lisped this. It's doing both.
It's doing both.
It's writhing and rising. It is. Hey, don't look over there. There's black boxes and stuff.
Okay. I have a pretty straight shot at this guy. Does he have cover?
He would have a little bit of cover going through Mirabelle like that. If you moved 1 step further south, you'd have a clean shot.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. And we'll take a shot at this guy. 2. I forgot I was gonna make a. I was gonna use my marksman to do Deadeye shot. That
Okay.
gives me advantage.
Okay. You have advantage.
Okay.
Mark off that grit point. And I will remind you, just he's got the other sort of like, there's a couple of him all moving around in that spot. So it's not disadvantage.
Right,
it's
he's
a different
gonna
spell.
be. Okay.
So you do have
then
advantage. It's just gonna be something else will happen on my end.
That's fine. That is a 24.
24 will absolutely hit. One of those images vanishes.
And that would be 8.
No damage, so
Damage.
it hit one of
Oh,
the
no damage,
illusory
okay.
images.
Oh.
He's
Okay.
got mirror image on.
5, 10, 15. I moved 15. I am moving back 15. I'm hiding behind.
I will say
Caspian.
that actually took 20 feet of movement because you're having to move through an
Oh.
ally space.
Oh, okay. So
You can move back
I'll
one.
just move.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
hide in the corner.
Yeah.
One of the images vanishes, and you can just see this dude like throw a glance over at the duergar. That is your turn. Right, that's your turn.
Yes.
Duergar Alchemist is going to be up. What does this dude want to do? Man, Mirabelle, he saw you chunk one of his skellies. Does not like that as a thing that could happen to other things. So he is going to, real quick, he is going to toss another vial at you. I miss with a 7. Womp womp. So throws the vial, it smatters against the wall just behind you, and you can see this like with this flame trickling down the wall. Had that hit you, you would have taken fire damage on each of your turns. So good thing it missed. He is then going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over to here. And I'll say all of you hear this like kind of like the rattling, crackling of some pots being moved, but you don't see what happens. And that is going to lead us to the Skeletal Alchemist's turn. This guy's going to move 5 just around to there, the long way, so it's not entering your threat, Mirabelle, and then is going to... He's got 2 tosses, and we're just gonna split the love and toss him back towards, what's the range on these? Okay, plenty of range. It's going to toss 1 at Caspian and 1 at Powder. So red dice will be a Caspian. Caspian, it's an 8. Powder, it's a 13. Those are both misses, probably.
Yeah, miss.
Okay. Miss. That is it for their turn. Mirabelle, you are up.
All right. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to get into the right range here. Oh lordy!
Yeah, you can see. You come around the corner and you can see. The thing that I will say the skeleton moved 1 more over to there. The thing that skeleton, or nope, sorry, I had it right the first time. The thing that Duergar was doing was getting all big, and you could see him like pulling out this war pick that is now like almost the size of your greatsword.
This isn't a competition with science. Mirabelle just kind of lightly just runs a hand like through her hair after that near miss with the burning fire. Like, man, that could have been a bad haircut. She just gets a nice grip on her great sword and takes a swing at the big guy.
At the big dude.
Hey, he's the easiest target, and he also threatened my hair.
He threatened my hair.
Oh, that is a 25. And could I add a smite on this?
You could absolutely add a smite to that. 25 is super gonna hit. And this is at the alchemist, right? The Duergar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
This is at the alchemist. So let's see. That is
25.
going to be.
Damn.
Yeah. I was 1 away from a nat 20, so.
Woo! I will
All
count
right.
myself
So 6, 14, 15, 17. So 21 damage.
lucky. Oh my god! Ugh.
Holy moly.
I want it to be different, but he only had
Nice.
21 health. So he's like, I'm gonna, and you just slice right through the neck and it just topples over and you see his head smash into some of these like jars and storage supplies and just start to shrink down. His body shrinking back down as you absolutely cut him down without any issue.
Oh my
Damn.
God,
Oh, look.
that was
You went back to being the pathetic man you were before.
that was impressive.
Amazing.
If Lila saw that, she'd be flustered.
Drop those gay
I
panicky
might have
notes.
gotten. Hey, I might have gotten Caspian or powdered flustered.
Hey.
Who knows?
We don't know. There's only one way to find out. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. That should do it. What better mark on that?
Here I
used
was
to
worrying
spell?
about you. You're fine. Caspian, you are up.
Caspian again, just excuse me, pardon me, I just passed powder. Down there, and we will sneak attack again at this next skelly boy.
Yep.
That is a nat 20.
Oh,
Oh.
roll it up. So it's double the dice. So it's a short bow, and you get 2d6 on sneak attack.
Yes.
So
that's-
66.
Yep.
Oh.
Plus
Whoa.
the 2 or plus 4?
Plus 2. Your dex is plus
Plus
2.
2.
Yeah. Okay.
Wild.
Hold on. That is 5, 10, 14, 17, 20 damage.
Whoo!
Oh, wait, 22.
22. These are beefy skeletons, so that normally should have cleaned him up. But it is clearly like one of the shoulders is kind of like freaking and like twitching as the arrow is stuck in the joint. Still standing, but real hurt. Alrighty, anything else?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Alrighty, it's time for the other guy's turn. Let me roll to see if he recharges that other thingy. He doesn't. So he doesn't get to do that again. What do we want to do here? What's going on here?
Well, real quick, did we do Lila's turn?
Lila is after.
Lila's after.
Yep.
Okay.
Lila is after this guy. Oh, do I risk it? Do I risk it? Oh, it's so tempting. Yeah, let's risk it. Mirabelle, give me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
Hey, you just decapitated his buddy right in front of him. Of course he's gonna consider you the threat.
Oh, that's a 17.
God dang it! Ah! You pass. Amazing. He is going to move to over here then. And you can see when he's moving, he's kind of kipping off of the ground and just sort of floating over to where he wants to be next. That is that. Lila, your turn.
Lila's gonna step into the room. What is she going to do? Can she Sacred Flame through Mirabelle?
Yep, and Sacred Flame ignores cover, so I don't get any advantage for you casting on the other side.
Nice. I do that then. See if he fails a deck save.
Deck save. Oh. These little buddies actually have magic resistance, so I have advantage on those. That was cocked. That is a 13.
Fail.
Hey! So give me that
14
radiant
dex
damage.
save. DB8. Nice. I got a 5.
Nice. All right.
It-
Burst of little light. What does your
Okay.
Sacred Flame look like?
Oh, it is just bright white light that like lets off in like a little, I don't know, looks like a web, I think.
Okay, cool. So there's this web of light that goes across the skeleton's face and just like sears into it. Still up, but definitely, you know.
Yeah, like he's walked into a spider web.
Yeah, like walked into a spider web and burned
like,
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Lila, that is your turn. It is round 3. Powder, you are up.
All right. Let's move 5, 10, 15, 20 right here. Okay, we're gonna take another aim at this guy up in the corner.
Okay. He will have some pretty decent cover just because of shooting through Mirabelle's space.
Ah,
It's okay. I'll take the shot.
I'm
You'd be,
gonna.
able, you'd be able to get one more square south, but then it's just the same thing with the skeleton dude.
Right. Okay. I'm. Okay. Let's try it.
I love that Powder and Caspian just keep like, excuse, pardon.
I keep thinking, like, in my head, I picture that they're holding hands and that they're just shuffling around each other, like.
That's how it works. Let's see. That was a 17.
17 will miss
Okay.
because of the cover. You can see you try and shoot between the two, and like in one of the flailings, it just like gets caught up on like part of the skeletal alchemist's outfit.
Damn. All right. I don't need to do that yet. Okay. I will. All right. That'll be it for me.
Okay. Okay. It would be the skeletal alchemist's turn. Man, I was really hoping that spell would work. That was hold person, by the way. I was gonna paralyze you so that the skeletal alchemist could get away and it could start critting you.
Too bad.
Too bad. So
It's just my dump stat too. Like
I know. I thought I had a pretty good chance. So the skeletal alchemist is just going to, let's see here. Skeletal alchemist is just going to complicate things. It's just going to make everything messy and move into here, and then do a. It's going to be 2 lob acids. One of them is going to be at Lila. One of them is going to be at Mirabelle. Both are going to be at disadvantage because of the 5 feet problem. Lila first. Oh, with disadvantage. Holy shit, 18.
Yeah, that hit.
And then disadvantage against Mirabelle. Roll that like, 6. Bummer. But hey, I got one.
Aw.
No.
So
No,
3
Lila,
points.
how dare you?
3 points of acid damage to Lila.
Rude.
Rude.
It's fine. Whatever.
And then Mirabelle, you are up.
Alright, so, one moment. I'm just kind of stepping a bit so that I can... Nope, I can't see into this room.
Oh, there is darkness in there, and you don't have dark vision, so everything that's not like well lit, it's just like, oh crap, you're like on unstable footing. You don't know what's in there or not.
Hmm. I think-
Indeed.
You know what?
Oh, I just
am going
realized,
to
yeah, you
take
can't
an
even-
attack of
Oh no, you can see him. Okay,
Oh.
sorry, I moved the little thing. Okay, Taking the AOO?
I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity so I can just go up to this gentleman right here.
yep. I was hoping you would. Here it comes. That's a dirty 20.
Let's go. Ow.
Love to see it. Love it. Love it when a plan comes together. Ooh, 6 points of slashing damage. As you run away,
I'm still up.
this skeleton just like claws at the back of your neck.
Mirabelle just kind of falters while she's walking over and just kind of holds her neck, and she's like, mm-mm. Oh, I'm still rearing to go. And I'm gonna slash the greatsword at the guy who has been trying to mess with my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't like that. That's not okay.
And that is a 19.
19 will hit. I get to roll for magical spooky stuff. I don't roll high enough, so it does hit. You hit the correct one. You don't hit an image.
Nice.
Nice. And then I will also add a smite to my attack.
Oh, you felt so. You get. By the way, in case it wasn't obvious, this dude is definitely a vampire and is undead. So you get the bonus D8 on this smite.
Oh boy! All right. So 4, 5. So that means I'm rolling like 3 d8s.
Yes, 3d8 total on top
Five,
of the 2d6.
9, 23.
Oh man, absolutely crunching this dude. I'm on the wrong screen.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go. 23 points of damage. Well done.
Yep, just take that great sword, and guys, I'm like kind of running, just kind of let it drag to the ground for a little bit from the hit, and then just take a nice big swing at the guy.
Nice. Amazing. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right.
Well, picked my dance partner.
You can see like it slashes into him as the like image starts fading and rotating through these. He is looking pissed. Did not like that at all. Caspian, you are up.
As we continue this ongoing do-si-do, Caspian is cunning action disengaging, being like, you got this. Moving away. And then taking a sneak attack shot at Mr. Vampire.
Yep. Just a tiny bit of cover, but not too much.
It's 1923.
It'll hit. I get to roll for my
All
goofiness.
fancy things.
Yep. The arrow flies, and for a second you're like, yes, kill shot, and then poof, just disappears into an illusory image. So
That's
there's
okay.
there's only one image left.
Look, we're whittling down the wrong targets,
Mhm,
guys.
Yes. Soon there will only be one, and we will kill that
That's
one.
it.
Excellent. Mirabelle, how you looking? You looking roughed up?
Oh yeah. Maribel is very much like, I am on my last legs, but I'm gonna keep going.
I'm coming. I'm come in.
I love to hear it. Does not recharge the little special stuff. Oh, man. I don't trust my ability to hit you with regular attacks, so I want to try and set something fancy up. I just don't know if I'll have time to pull it off. Let's see here. This is that. Okay. How's everyone else looking? Powder, Caspian, you're fine. Caspian's fine. Lila, you've hardly been touched once. Powder, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm actually
Okay.
pretty good.
So it's just Mirabelle that's looking bad. So that is probably not going to work.
Our tank is tanking.
Yeah, the tank is tanking. That's probably not going to work the way I want it to work. So instead, what I'm going to do is I will just attack you. Here comes a claw. That is going to be a 19.
Ow.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Excellent. That is going to be 6 points of piercing and 10 points of necrotic. Oh, sorry, no, I was reading the wrong one. Sorry, it is just the 6 points of bludgeoning. 6 points of bludgeoning.
I am down.
Okay. You did not have much there, did you?
It was because of that first hit with the 12 that really
Yeah.
just did me in.
I keep trying to recharge that. I want to do it again, but... So this claw flies out and just like grabs onto you and is holding you by the neck. Now, because you are grappled and incapacitated, I get to do a bite. So he's going to bring you in. You're unconscious, so I get advantage. 21.
That'll hit.
Okay. The important part, you lose a death save. The important part is the necrotic damage, which I erroneously rolled last time. And you are lucky I re-rolled it, because it's only 3 points of necrotic damage. Your maximum hit points are reduced by that 3. And my dude bro gets those hit points back. Just taking a little drink. And he's gonna set you down. Actually, he's going to like hold you close and is basically like using you as a body shield between him and the rest of the group.
Rude.
Absolute villainy. Lila, you are up.
Lila's going to walk down here to go in melee with this skelly boy. And she turns around and she says, oh, thanks for holding her up for me. And I cast Healing Word as a bonus action. Yes, I'm going to do second level and use that spell slot for 2d4. And oh my god, I got 2 4s, so that's 12 healing to Mirabelle.
Nice.
And then I turn around and I daintily swipe at the skeleton with my dagger.
Yep. Give me that attack.
For a natural 1, so.
It was so dainty. Just no. No.
Oh no.
Get away from my friends.
Yes, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
For the purposes of like what happens with the yo-yoing of Mirabelle, you are still grappled. It's just none of the other stuff. And you can attack in a grapple. There's no penalty to that. It's just movement. Okay.
Okay.
Don't know if I like holding an alive paladin. That seems dangerous.
Oh,
Don't forget those. Don't forget those fun drops in your bag.
Powder, you are up.
Oh my god.
All right. I can't do much with this guy, so I'm gonna move forward and then just stab him with my bayonet at the end of my rifle.
Oh, nice. You're just charging into melee. I love it.
Yeah. I gotta get away from this. This guy's messing up my shots.
Did you move on the map? I didn't see you move. Sorry.
South.
I did one up. Or one down.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, you're stabbing the skeleton. Cool. I thought you were stabbing
Yes.
the vampire.
No. That is a 13.
13? 13. Oop, I'm on the wrong sheet. Will hit.
Oh, sweet, okay. It's only a D4, but that's okay.
You do get to add your modifier still to damage.
Wait, what modifier?
So like you attacked with dex, or I guess would this be a strength weapon, I think?
No, it's basically a dagger.
Is it finesse?
So.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to add your dex modifier to that damage as per normal.
Oh, okay. But yeah. So that's 6.
Okay, that is enough. You hear the crack of bones, and that thing is down for the count.
Sweet.
There you go. There's only one now.
All right. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I move like right there?
Sure. Yeah, it's 5, 10, 15. Yep, that's good.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for my turn.
Would be the skeleton alchemist's turn. Somebody had to go and kill him. You jerk. It's Mirabelle's turn.
All right, so
Smack
I
him.
can either Mirabelle's going to just stab this guy, or she's gonna just drop a sun drop on him just to really mess with him.
What you gonna
I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna take a roll, and we're gonna see what I do.
do?
Sun drop.
Alrighty.
So Mirabelle's just gonna kind of, while being
Put it in his
grappled, reach
mouth.
into her sun, like. Oh my god. Could I do that?
I would say you'd have to like grapple him. That's gonna be much harder.
He's
Okay, then
standing
I'll
there
just
going,
smash
ha,
it on the
ha,
ground.
ha. How hard is it?
But yeah, Mirabelle's gonna reach in and be like, "Good morning to you too," and then just throw down the like sun drop to make it activate.
No. Amazing. Okay, do you have the stats or do I need to pull them up for the sun drop?
You need to pull them up. 'Cause
Okay.
You just said that we got them.
They are in D&D Beyond. You could add them to your character sheet.
Oh, they're a thing. They're an actual real thing.
And they're a real thing. I made them and everything.
Oh.
Well, I didn't make them. Thank you to Griffin Saddlebag. I just added them to D&D Beyond so that y'all could use them. It's okay. I finally found the correct page. I always do homebrew collection instead of homebrew creations, and it throws me off every time. I think there's probably going to be... So it's filled with that many. I think we rolled for that, and you had 6 in there. So as an action, you can throw a sun drop at a point or object you can see within 30 feet. When you do, the orb explodes. Till the start of your next turn. Okay, so there's no like roll or anything here. If you are just chucking at a point and having it explode, it'll just make an area of sunlight.
Yep. Pretty much I'm just gonna be doing it like right here.
Okay. There we go. You were just putting it around his square, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mirabelle doesn't know much about these. She's just like, vampire.
Bam!
F you.
So you see this little tiny like little bit of like almost like it looks almost like a jawbreaker. Like it's just this little like glowing jawbreaker. You throw it on the ground. This pillar of golden light fills that space, and you can immediately see this dude is extremely unhappy with that circumstance. This vampire is slightly different. It's not like burning away. There's not damage happening, but there is now sunlight sensitivity is on. I will also say in this moment, Mirabelle, you wince hard from seeing this sunlight directly in your face. You are also under the effects of sunlight sensitivity. Just like, ow! I don't like looking at you for some reason. This is too bright. It was not bright enough, and then it was all of a sudden way too bright.
Yeah, pretty much. She's just like covering her eyes, like, oh my god, this hurts.
Caspian, you are up. Incredible.
Okay, I think Caspian's about to do the dumb a little bit.
I love the dumb. Yeah.
And we will smack with the daggers. 'Cause we've got 2 of them.
You got 2 of them. Might as well use them.
Might as well use them. Sneak attack, obviously, on the main one.
Yep.
Let's see, 19. That is a 23 to hit.
That will hit. Rolling for Juju. It hits the real him.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Ow.
And then second
Still up.
hand is a nat 1.
Now one. Nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't even hit an image. Nope.
Look, there are 2 of you. I'm kind of wobbling between which one to hit.
Yep. It's confusing. There's a lot happening
There's
right now.
sunlight right in my eyes, going from dark vision to bright light.
Yeah, even for you, there's a little bit of that pupil
Look at that.
dilation pain. Yeah. All right, excellent. Whew, it's my turn now. Okay, recharge. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
No. Ben.
Band. Oh, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place now, though. We are gonna... Okay, first off, sunlight bad. Moving the fudge out of that. So just steps down diagonally. Not leaving either of your all's attack range. Then what do we want to do? Mirabelle's a problem.
I am.
But you know what? You know who else is a problem? The person who keeps healing the problem. So you see the vampire like start to go for a bite on Mirabelle, and Lila, its head just like cracks over in your direction. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
No. Off. Fuck.
Yes.
4. Saving throw. 4.
I like how you were like, wait. Same.
Maybe I have a plus 12 to my saving throw. Who knows?
Who knows? Anything could happen here.
Just gotta look at your sheet.
26. You take 26 points of psychic damage.
I'm still up though, just.
Oh, you little miscreant. As you feel this thing dig its psionic teeth into your mind, it is able to discern both your surface emotions and thoughts. So what is Lila thinking in this moment? Valid.
She's just, she's kicking herself about her dagger damage, and the fact that she missed. So she's like, so that's pretty much all she's thinking about right now. And that this would make a great song.
They will sing of your death. It will be delightful.
Rude.
And as it's turn, Lila, you're up.
I really just imagine Lila being like, yeah, actually, they will. Thanks.
They
That's a
actually, yes,
compliment.
That's
I liked
actually, you
that.
know what? It's beautiful. Thank you. She comes up. She's just like holding her hands out for a hug. And she's like, sweet. And she does inflict wounds
Yes, I know.
as she touches him.
You said hug, and I was like, Edie's gonna, not Edie, Haley's fucking inflict woundsing me. Do it. Roll that attack.
So that's a plus 6. So that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit. I get to roll for my
Let's
magical
use-
bullshit.
Let's use that last fucking spell slot though, which sucks. Alright, 3d10. No, they're not d10s. That's because I just got two 11s.
We'll just round down to 10.
I was like,
How about that?
something wrong just happened.
I got an 11 on a D10. I'm that good at D&D.
Yes! Exactly. Six, okay. 16 points of damage.
You grab the shoulders, and there's this pulse of necrotic energy into an image. Still have one image left. No more images. The real one is there, and you see him just turn with this shit-eating grin on his face. Nice try.
You made me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry.
Lila
Caspian
multi-class
kind of peers around and is like,
Now, is it a bonus? What is it? Is it a bonus action to do my harness divine power and regain a spell slot? Yes,
It
it's a
might
bonus
be,
action.
yes.
So can I do that as well as a spell? Is that
Yep.
fine?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that other thing isn't a spell.
Yeah, I
You-
do that and I gain a first level back now.
Nice. Was that your last spell slot?
Yes, that complete wound was, which was so bad. I was so mad about. Now I got a second one. It's fine. I'm coming back for you.
You're okay.
I'm gonna
Powder.
die this round.
We are back to the top of the initiative order. Powder, you are up.
we lined him up for you.
We lined him up. Knock him down. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
Right, I'm gonna look right through my scope, and I will use a Deadeye. My grit. That's advantage. Plus 7, 22.
22 will hit, and I have no magical bullshit to roll, so just give me that damage.
Fantastic. 13.
13 damage. The bullet sinks in. He is still standing.
Alright.
Beefy boy.
Beefy boy.
That's all I got.
He also, healed himself with a little snack earlier.
I had a little
so-
snack earlier, yeah.
Did. Third.
Quite rude.
Quite rude.
What?
Amazing. That is Powder's turn. There would be enemy turns in there, but you killed them all. Mirabelle, you are up. You are still grappled. There's now sunlight. It's not affecting you right now because you are not in the sunlight and he's not in the sunlight.
All right then, we're gonna swing this great sword. Let's go.
Okay. There's no more mirror images to soak this up. This is just, we're just standing and banging.
16.
Oh my god, yes, that hits. I keep waiting for y'all to roll low. What is with this?
This was my low roll. This was a 10.
That's not a low roll. I know low rolls.
Sorry.
It's when there's not two numbers on the dice.
I'm also going to add a smite.
Oh, of course you are. You monster.
Do it!
Look, this guy decided to challenge me, so I am only giving him what is his. Alright, so. 9.
Amazing.
Just vamping the piano. Dramatic piano.
28.
28 points of damage. Boo! This dude is looking big time rough. Just.
Maybe you shouldn't have kept me so close.
Yeah, he's probably thinking that. Owie. Whew. Caspian.
I have a question that might have been up the dumb. I'm supposed to be rolling advantage because we're all in these spot things, or just the single one?
Nope. Just single.
Okay. I'm like, I know I'm allowed to sneak attack as long as we're in the boxes, but am I supposed to? No, just the single. Okay.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've played a rogue.
Yep. No worries. Flanking giving advantage is an optional rule that we don't do.
You had to talk shit about rolling low. That one's a 6.
Okay. A reasonable
So that
number, some might say.
So 10 total to
No.
hit. That doesn't hit.
That's not gonna hit.
And then the side poke. 22 for the side poke.
I mean, if anyone's gonna be proficient in a side poke, it's gonna be Caspian. So yes, that does hit. And you can sneak attack on that.
I guess we will sneak attack on that then.
Just no
No
plus
bonus
2.
for
Yeah.
yeah.
Just the dice.
Um, 6, 9.
9
side
damage
poke.
for the side poke. Excellent. Not looking good. Is absolutely on his last legs. Like, at this point, you are starting to see that crossover from like, oh, we've beaten this dude up to like, okay, we are fighting like the living dead. This dude should be dead. You are like stabbing in and feeling like the scrape of bone. And like when your dagger comes out, there is this like, there's almost no blood on it. Like he's clearly hungry and is using what little blood is in his body to keep himself alive. Anything else for your turn? I guess that was action, bonus action. If you wanted to move away, give me an attack of opportunity, maybe?
No.
As a gift? Oh, okay.
No,
That's fine.
he's like, hi, I am in prime stabbing space.
That's fine.
This
Yeah.
is what I do.
No, that's fair. I get it. I was just hoping. Let's see if I can recharge. Ooh, I do, but I'm not going to use it. I want to do something else because I think it is prime time. This fight's been going on. Blows have been trading back and forth. I think everyone's a little tired. So you can see him, his eyes glaze over in this miasma of blue and white. Oh, I just saw the thought that Haley saw in her head, but he doesn't know that, and I'm not gonna metagame. So mya, and I'm gonna roll this. Mirabelle, how many HP do you have?
12.
So you've got 12. And then, Powder, what is your HP?
I don't like that you're asking me that. 24.
Okay. Caspian, what's your HP?
24.
24. Lila, what's your HP? 2. But you can't be put to sleep by magic, can you? Little Miss Fey ancestry. So the 2 that it would hit, only one of them, Mirabelle, falls asleep.
No.
Nappy time.
It is indeed nappy time. I wanted to take both the cleric and I wanted to take both of you out, but silly half elves not having to sleep, you jerks. Amazing.
That's so good. I was just like, wait a second. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to fall asleep because I've only got 2 hit points. And then I was like, oh, I can't fall asleep because of magic.
I saw the first huh, and then I saw the second huh, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is that huh? Oh, son of a bitch! Hoisted by my own petard. Amazing. And you can see the same like drama play out on his face. It's like Mirabelle passes out and he has her still like ready to bite. And he's like, wait, why the fuck are you still awake? Arrgh! And that is his turn. Lila, you're up.
My turn. I'm going to use my entire action to wake up Mirabelle because she does enough damage to kill him. And
Yep.
then I'm also going to use my bonus action to then healing word them. If I die, feed me a potion. As I heal you for 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
Alrighty.
Amazing. Completely undone. Powder, you're up.
I'm like on all fours now. Like, don't notice me. Don't notice me.
He's just glaring at you like, I hate you.
Alright.
Sorry.
Going for another shot.
Sorry.
You be me. Oh, what are we gonna do?
That is a 23.
23 hits.
Alrighty. You know what? Let's use my last crit point for a winging shot.
Nice. So this could put him prone.
Oops. That popped right out. Sorry. Plus 3, 14.
14 damage. How would you like to kill him?
Awesome. I think Powder puts her rifle right on the whatever's stable in front of her.
Mhm.
Looks right through her scope to right between his eyes and just.
Yeah, he turned to look at Lila in this like disgust of like, I will end you, and is just drills through his head, and you see the mist of an explosion happen out the back. There is no blood, it is just this shrapnel of skull and wisps of kind of cloudy black hair. As he starts to fall to the ground, those nearby, and actually I'll say Powder, since you were kind of looking, you were looking down the scope, you all see this ring that was on one of his fingers kind of crack through. It goes from this black iron to this like riddled with almost like Lila's sacred flame, this spider webbing radiant glow, and it bursts into this golden light that arcs around his body. And there is just ash and dust and a busted, kind of melted looking ring in the space where he once was. You are all out of combat.
Whoa.
Caspian will take a moment, fish out a copper coin, flick it onto the ashes. Gentle laugh sends its regards. And start looting through their okay, time to look through your stuff now.
There is nothing left of him except for that ring. But you can absolutely start looting the laboratory if that is what you're after.
Yes, give me
Give.
This is
potion vials, things, give.
This is Lila's first battle against actual people. So she is going to sit down on the floor for a second with her 2 hit points and breathe. Let me know if you need anything. I'm just gonna take a rest.
Take a nap.
Mirabelle's gonna
Okay.
kind of just
Yeah.
get gently behind Lila and just kind of put her cape over her and just be like, "Thank you. You did very well."
Oh,
Pat,
thank
pat.
you. I need to work on my dagger skills.
Maybe the dagger just isn't your weapon.
Maybe.
Caspian, give me an investigation check for looting this place.
Can I help with that?
Sure. I'll say at advantage.
That's still a +0. So
Do you,
I thought Caspian was
do you
smart.
want
You
advantage?
put way high in
Maybe.
charisma. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, if we can, I can take that one.
I'll say,
Caspian's just
Caspian, since it was your idea,
Things. Come here.
Since it was your idea, I want both of you to roll. So each of you roll just a straight roll.
Okay. 9.
15.
15. I will say Caspian, yeah, this is not your forte, but stuff that's out and that you know is valuable, you do see the invitation out on this little like curio desk that's right here. Just like very like it arrived today, like it was kind of like the mail was just here. The seal's already broken and like it's clearly been read and stuff, but it was just like very obviously up on top of that.
Yeah.
How do you roll 15?
Yes.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Haley?
Can I just look at the guy? Oh wait, no, he's dust. I
He's
look at the dust and I wonder if I recognize the person that opened the door
100%
and
that
took
dude.
the letter.
Same dude.
Was that a vampire?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
I
are
thought for a second that there was a third, and I was like, oh no.
in that like, oh, it all makes sense looking back at it kind of vision. You remember him being very cagey about leaving the doorway. And while the sun was like down below the city walls, there was not zero sunlight on the street.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Um,
All right.
yeah, the only thing you see there is just that sort of like melted husk of a metal band that was the ring. Powder looking
that up?
around. Yeah, you can pick it up. Powder looking around. Does Powder have any experience with like alchemy or anything like that?
Not a whole lot, maybe like a little bit. I think they do like to tinker around with things.
Okay.
Maybe have know a little bit about watching other people in the compounded world
Sure.
work on things.
Do you have medicine proficiency?
I do not.
Okay.
I do.
You do? Okay, cool.
Show me.
Show me.
They're like Powder, like come show me.
Powder, you find a bunch of notes, and they're all like, you can see like basics that you're maybe half familiar with, you've heard once and then forgotten, and it's outside of your area of expertise in alchemy. Like the alchemy you know is much more relevant to like gunpowder, munitions, that kind of stuff. Maybe a little bit of metallurgy. This is much more into the like humanoid sciences of alchemy, like healing potions and then leaning further that direction. So you're seeing all of that kind of notes and work here. And maybe the only like bit of phrasing that jumps out to you as something that is like, oh, okay, I can kind of halfway understand that, is vitae extraction system. And you can see beneath it all of these like schematics and diagrams that kind of look like that table that's over there in the like tiled area.
I'll definitely pick that up.
Yeah, you're able to gather up all of those notes.
Can I do some investigating in the skeleton room, just kind of seeing like what sort of mixtures and stuff was going on and
Sure.
kind of what they were doing,
I'd say another
or
investigation
what they were in the
check.
process of doing?
Yeah. Do you have, what kind of proficiencies do you have tool-wise? Do you have Arcana or Medicine?
Let me double check.
No.
Unfortunately,
What's
no.
happening? I'm gonna go sit next to Lila and hand off the paper.
Okay.
I unfortunately do not have Arcana or Medicine proficiencies.
Okay. No worries. Just make an investigation check.
Okay.
And then Lila, Powder has handed you all of these notes. Are you looking through those?
Yeah, gonna look through those, the notes.
Sure.
Yes.
Give me a medicine check.
A
Do you have alchemist tools proficiency?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So just straight medicine check. Mirabelle, what'd you get on the investigation?
13.
Oh,
13.
19 plus 6, 24.
Oh, damn. Very good roll. With the 13, Mirabelle, you don't understand the science that's happening, but you kind of like looking around, you can kind of grok the mechanism of what's happening, because it's very clear that this table and all of the like little beakers and valves and wires, these cables that are coming off, these tubes that are coming off of the body, it's very obvious that this thing was set up as some sort of way of getting liquids out of this body. And that is why it is looking so withered and emaciated, is it has been sort of dried via juicing. And you can see all of this like blood and viscera and all these other components in these like jars and things underneath the table. And you can see that they are structured the same way as those jars that were kind of in the corner. And underneath like the duergar's like shrunken body, there's a couple of broken jars, and there's just like spilled out nastiness over there. One of them blood, one of them looks sort of like foggy water. And it's just this kind of like collection system of various bodily fluids. How does one get juiced? Excalami.
Behind a vampire.
By a vampire. And then with the 24, with that medicine check, you can see that there's 2 central focuses of this research. One of them is getting the liquids out. And you can see that they've kind of got that down pat. Like that husk of a corpse over there has clearly been juiced. There is a couple boba left at the bottom of that cup, and that's it. The other part of the research that strikes you as maybe odd is that there's equal levels of emphasis, and you can see that over there, that area that Mirabelle is kind of in was the like extraction part. Over here at that desk where the vampire was sitting, this looks to be the other part. There's all these kind of like little beakers and small vials. There's enough here to, by the way, build like an alchemist set if you wanted to like get some alchemy supplies in terms of like loot. But you also notice that there is like the research here is all building up towards this idea of maintaining blood viscosity, maintaining the fluids flow. Sort of like when you're thinking about like, oh, this is like the blood thinning of mosquitoes. Creatures that eat blood, part of what they do is they thin the blood to make sure it keeps flowing and it doesn't clot while they're at it.
Yeah. You're
seeing that same sort of bent towards alchemical processes for preserving blood for long term. And there's a lot, I will say that there's just a lot of extra work in here that's like above and beyond just that science. So there's something going on here that you're not quite grasping that is trying to improve upon that formula of like, okay, we can make the blood preserve. There's some other extra element that's being added in here that you can't quite figure out.
I want to grab all of the notes that are there on all of those bits, and I want to pack them up and take them with me so then I can take them out of the hands of whoever's looking for this stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
And a quick question. Is there also like a key to the house visible somewhere? Because like I know the lock and stuff was shoddy, but I figured having a key to hand over to the Countess might be a good idea.
You do notice no key to the house. And you realize that like when you think back on like what that front door was, the front door was like an inside latch to where it was like, you're under the assumption, oh, somebody must have always been here. Like they basically just kept 24/7, someone was in the house. All of the other security measures were like the secret doors and obfuscation, and the fact that there's a vampire that could just eat anyone that came in here. So you're thinking that like their physical security was kind of minimalism. But you do find scattered about between like pocket change and a couple of little bits and bobs here and there, you find 17 gold pieces. You find enough stuff to cobble together to make like an alchemist's kit. And you find all that research notes, and that's about it in terms of like salvageable stuff. There's also like the equipment, but I don't think any of that is particularly relevant to y'all. The duergar was wearing, I think, scale mail, but I think y'all have at least that, if not better.
Any diaries, personal journal notes or anything like that? Is there any personal notes on anything?
There's no personal notes. There's maybe a little bit of like personalized editorialism to like the research notes.
Okay, so he didn't write it all. He's gathered this information and has made notes on it. Is what I'm kind of
it's
trying
probably
to work
like
out.
It's probably like 25-75, where 25 of it was like, oh, this is kind of off the shelf stuff, and then the other bit was, oh, this is new hat. This was something that they made here.
Nice. I fold it all up then, and I take it, because if it was all just from a book, then it doesn't matter because it's published and it's out there, and it doesn't matter.
No, this all looks pretty bleeding edge, to not overuse a pun there.
Are there any like vials of blood or preserved blood or anything laying around amongst all of this?
There's actually large jars of it. No, there would be at least a couple of vials over on that table where he was working on like the blood thinning and preservation stuff. There's a couple of loose vials there.
I'm gonna snag those for no particular reason.
Sure. When you get the chance.
You know,
Just in case we got to keep our resident vampire happy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're
no.
going to a ball where we suspect other things happening. If you just happen to swap out some, poisoned blood for something else. Rogue got a rogue.
true.
Rogue got a rogue.
So
Anything else y'all are doing while you're here?
I want to check if this place is booby trapped in a particular way, that if there's like some type of secret code or whatever, like, say somebody busts in and everyone dies, like it's like, well, then we set the lab to explode.
On the way out, it explodes. Yeah. Go ahead. That's a really cool idea. I'm gonna make that now. No, give me an investigation check.
Damn it!
If it didn't exist before, it does now.
Matt, do I need to make that? Is it a
Yes.
save?
Give me that
19.
con save. Yeah. And it is against your own grit DC.
Okay, so that's a 13. That was nat 1, so
For 6 minutes.
okay.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Powder is just like kind of rubbing her ear.
Maribel, what'd you get on the investigation?
19.
19. You're noticing that like anything that would have been explosive, there's a little bit of alchemist's fire left over on that duergar's body. That is probably the most explosive thing in here, and it looks like that was kind of out of his private kit. It doesn't look like there's much in terms of like explosive materials here in the lab. You don't see any dead man switches on like the door on the way out. You do figure out like the trap on that front bookshelf. Just giving the whole place a good once over. You do see some like electrical rigging. Like there's basically just this like little like most like kind of magical equivalent of a battery kind of like stowed away in one of the panels of the bookshelf, to where if you spun that handle the wrong way, you'd get a shock. But that is the extent of any sort of booby trapping in this place.
Alrighty. Well, I found a battery. Good thing, Powder, that you got lucky and didn't spin it incorrectly, otherwise you would have gotten shocked.
Powder doesn't seem to hear you.
Just kind of blinks for a moment. And just kind of taps Powder on the shoulder.
What?
Are you okay?
She's staring directly at your lips. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, then what did I just say?
Wait, repeat that.
You
Little
missed
slower.
getting booby. You missed getting booby trapped by a battery.
I missed the boobies? What? Where?
Where? Where?
Trap.
Oh, there
The
was a trap.
bookshelf was. Yes.
Oh. Nice.
Do be careful next time. I'm going to purchase you a gift later.
A fifth of what?
Vodka.
Oh, vodka sounds great. Thanks.
Mirabelle just holds her face for a moment. It's like, and I just signed up to buy her a fifth of vodka. Okay. So I'm gonna add and make a grocery list now.
A promise is a promise.
Y'all are able to gather up what is left of the Krivpouri residence, including the invite, these notes, a little bit of spare change. Oh, Lila, you said you were looking at the ring. Give me
Yes.
an Arcana check.
Arcana plus 0. 17.
17. I will say that you are not familiar with like the magic item this is based off of, but looking at it, figuring out like, oh, this happened and then that happened. This was clearly, I take it back. There was a dead man switch. It was this ring. And clearly this was designed to like prevent this person, this vampire, from becoming useful to someone else. To where once he hit 0 hit points, this basically gave like a concentrated dose of sunlight and burned him to ash.
Oh, yes. Okay. So we couldn't have brought him back or anything like that to get information from him.
Because I will say that, like, that's right. We rolled a little bit last week off session for like vampire knowledge. Lila doesn't know a lot, but I would say that Mirabelle, you're getting the sense like, oh, this was kind of like a different vampire. There was something a little bit off about this guy to where probably didn't obey the same rules as other vampires. Might have been able to, like, you could have knocked him out, brought him back, tried to interrogate or something. It seems like someone had in mind a level of fail-safe security on his loyalty.
That makes sense. Cool.
And I think what would strike you as odd about that is that it's one thing to have like fail-safe security, kind of a general hat if you're doing bad stuff. To go through the investment of creating magic items that are specifically fail-safes for lesser vampires, that to you is speaking of a very large conspiracy. That someone would have that many vampires in need of that much oversight.
Does the ring from like afar look destroyed? Or
it looks
could you
busted up
not
pretty
tell?
bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you would so you'd be able to tell if from like afar that it's a broken ring that I'm wearing or whatever, if I was wearing it.
I'd say from afar being like conversation distance. Like if person to person talking within 5 feet, they'd be like, why are you wearing like a piece of junk? Like, doesn't that hurt? Because it's kind of jaggedy and it looks like hyper rusted, right? It looks like it's been exposed to the elements for a very long time.
Cool.
Whereas
I'm
before,
gonna pocket it anyway.
Sure.
Just so that I've got the general idea of what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just pocket it.
Cool. You all make your way out
Take a nap.
of the Krivpouri, back to the relative safety of the... Are you staying in an inn for the night, or the Twisted Tastes has been offered up as a little safe house?
Yeah, I think the safe house again. But we make sure we're not followed.
Go ahead and make...
Going back, gotta drop off our stuff.
True. Make perception checks to see if you are followed or not.
Everybody, or just...
Anyone who wants to be looking for that, I'll say.
13.
3.
Do I have disadvantage on that?
It's with vision, so you'd be
It was
able to
vision.
still...
Okay, so
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. You can't hear crap, but you can still look for stuff.
Okay.
I love this little tinnitus mechanic that we've come up with, by the way.
Like, me too. 10.
So 10, 13. Mirabelle, what was yours?
3.
3. Doesn't look like you're
No
being
one's
followed.
following us.
No one's following you.
you.
You make it back to the Twisted Taste. The Countess is there to hear what transpired. You are all shown into like a little bottom room that has places for you all to rest for the evening. Little cots, blankets to keep you warm. Lila already has an invite. And now, you've got the Krivpouri's invite. The plan is coming together. And you have had your first taste of the kinds of enemies that lie before you. You all bed down for a night's rest. Mirabelle, you can't help but have this sick taste at the back of your throat. Something is within you now. What becomes of that, we will find out next time, along with potentially finding out what you're going to encounter at the Tolstvoy estate for this party. Until then, thank you so much for playing, everybody. That was delightful. Our first combat of Against the Blood Tithe.
So good.
Your first encounter with a vampire. Although just a baby one. Not too bad.
I just realized, Lila's just realized they're real.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Oh wait, maybe she didn't even notice. I wonder if she noticed that there were vampires.
I would say like the like
He hit all the tropes.
she got psychic attacked and she saw him like suck blood out of Mirabelle. I think 100% it's like, okay, if he's not a vampire, he's cosplaying as one really well.
Yeah, she got a 10 for her intelligence check. So yeah, she just went, I think that was a vampire. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. Amazing. Thank you everybody for playing. Thank you everybody for watching. Tune in next week when we potentially dip into some more social intrigue. Our players will be able to attend the party now. What's gonna happen there? Find out next week. Until then, check out all of our other shows. We've got Sunset Over Vengalia coming this Wednesday. TPK is coming right down the pipe very soon in the coming weeks.
Yes.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of others, if you're able. And as always, are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
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 We should be able to get to the